Hi, I'm Divina De Campo, and this is TLS.
So, Davina, last time we spoke was last February. I had the pleasure of meeting you at Revenge in Brighton. And the year that followed, little did we know then, the year that followed was going to be quite unusual. How have you been getting on this past year?
You know, it's been so weird, but like any jobbing artist, actor, dancer, singer, whatever it is that you're doing, if you're a jobbing whatever, you just have to look at the situation that is in front of you and go, okay, what do I do with this? You know, for some people that was, this is the situation in front of me. I don't want anything to do with it, and so I'm just not going to, and that's fine. But for me, I've only got a few years left, so I needed to make the most of it.
Well, you mentioned just before we started that you've converted your garage into I would suggest a professional, recording studio space.
Yeah, essentially that's what it is. I mean, we weren't here when the pandemic hit. We've moved house during the pandemic. We were in a 2-bedroom flat with 3 of us and a dog. All of my drag. It was not the one. That is not the one. Let me tell you that for nothing. It's like a bolt hole for, I'm going to be in Manchester for a few nights, and then I'm going to piss off, and this, our housemate Johnny can have the flat to himself. Fine. Absolute, no, brilliant, great, lovely. What a great place to live. But for the 3 of us, me, my husband, Johnny, our housemate, and his dog, to all be in that, and it's not a big flat. It's not a big flat. And yeah, now we're in like a townhouse. So the bottom of the house is the garage and the 3rd bedroom. So that's now drag. So the downstairs of the house is work, and then the upstairs of the house is living and other things.
Play. But in this past year, obviously it's been quite difficult. But you've been cast in as Mary Sunshine in Chicago on the West End. Tell us about that. What a fantastic opportunity! That's brilliant.
Like for me, an actual dream come true. A dream come true. I just can't wait until I do this show. Yeah, it's a dream come true for me. I had always, as a kid, musical theatre was what I wanted to do. That was what I wanted to do. And then I went to uni, I did drama and dance, and I hadn't gone to a conservatoire. So if I was going to do that, I needed to have gone to, Birmingham speech and whatever, drama, what I needed to go somewhere like that. Otherwise, they won't let you through the door. Because they're like, well, you don't have the required training. So consequently, I was like, well, do I want to go and do a post-grad? I don't think I do, actually. I was more interested at that point in dance anyway. And dance is such a short career. You kind of get 5 to 10 years out of it, and then that's if you're lucky. So I thought, okay, well, I'll go off and do that. And then Drag Races opened the door for me to achieve those little 14-year-old dreams. And yeah, I'm going to be Mary Sunshine, which is, in the film version, she doesn't have a song apart from understandable, yes, it's perfectly understandable. But in the stage version, she has her own kind of coloratura. It's very Julie Andrews. That's how I would describe it. It's that sort of kind of singing. And it's a soprano song, and it's usually played by a fella.
It's almost as if it was made for you.
Exactly. And obviously I am just a really lovely person, just like Mary Sunshine.
Well, do you identify too much with the character? Because she's very influential and powerful and funny, but then there's sort of an edge to her that something a little bit maybe nefarious. Do you identify with that?
Not as much the nefarious side of things. I genuinely do actually just want the best for people and do try and see the good in people. Sometimes to my own detriment, and you have to go, okay, this person's toxic, step away, run away, pack your bags, get out. So I'm a bit more like Mary Sunshine in that respect, rather than, I'm trying to make trouble and problems.
Absolutely. You're not really you're not a tabloid.
No.
You don't fit into that.
What was the audition process like? How did that work? Was that a Zoom thing?
It was, well, I made a self-tape. I filmed myself singing the the song for them and delivering the lines to camera and stuff like that. And I did it a couple of different ways. So I've done it, I've got like full microphone set up and everything like that here. And then I thought, well, wait a minute, they're gonna listen to this and be like, well, she's made this like studio quality. What does her voice actually sound like? You know, she cheated on this. So I was like, oh, and this is me, like I constantly like second guess myself and go, oh no, you shouldn't do it that way actually, because then they'll be thinking, oh, it's not actually her singing it. So I thought, okay, I'll do it on my phone. And that's what I did. So I said to them, I have recorded this already through the condenser microphone and put it in, you know, into Logic, and it's beautiful and amazing. But then you're not going to get exactly what I, you know, sound like without reverb or whatever. So I'm just going to do it on my phone for you so that you just get exactly what it is that I sound like, and you can make the judgment that way, whether you like it or not. And thankfully they did. They said it was good. Then I had to go to London, go to the office and do like an in-person workshop audition for them. I hadn't had time to warm up on the train because I'm on the train. Where am I going? Oh, carriage B. All right, everybody, hold on a minute. Yeah, I know you're on the phone. I've got to do this. I've got an order. You know, it's not going to happen, is it? So, so after I've sung the first time through, they go, "Oh, did you get time to warm up?" Oh, no, I've sung it twice already. And they said, "Oh, when did you warm up?" And I said, "I didn't. This was it now."
Well, I think that speaks to how good you are that you can do it on an iPhone. They like it, and you can do it, you know, without a warm up, and here you are. You're going to be there. So you're set to open in September. How's rehearsing going? Is it going? How's that even going to work?
Yeah, it'll be the month before.
Is that it? Just a month?
I mean, listen, that's a long time for a musical. Usually you get kind of 2.5 weeks and you're in.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah, I mean, also to me, if I could, I'd have 6 months, but no. Thankfully, Mary Sunshine, even though she's quite a pivotal role, she's not huge. You know, she's not on stage until the second half. You know, I don't have that much to learn, thankfully, but I still get paid, so I'm very happy about that.
So, Divina, with the success of Drag Race and drag culture being thrust into the spotlight, it's inevitable that people watching it are going to be inspired to start drag. What would be your advice for people who are here at the start of their drag journey?
Don't. Stop.
Okay,
Go
cool.
back.
Next question then.
Past the point of no return. Stop right now. Thank you very much. No, you've got all of the possible tools that you would need at your disposal now. You know, for old ladies like me, and I say this all the time, I'm not even old, but 10, 15 years ago, YouTube wasn't even a thing. Like, you couldn't go on, if you were looking at a video online, it would take 25 minutes for it to load up for like a 35-second video. So watching porn was real hard work back then, guys.
Get off the phone. I'm trying to watch the
So now you've got the ability to find anything and everything that you want online, because we've got these, you know, I call them a magic wand because that's what it is now. You know, you can find anything and everything that you want off your phone now. So makeup tutorials, YouTube, where to find lashes, the best kind of makeup brushes, makeup itself, wigs, jewelry. It's all so accessible now. And that is great, but then it's also a bit of it's like a double-edged sword. Because it's so accessible, then people's expectations of what it is going to be, partly because of Drag Race as well, are very, you know, it's much more specific, and it has to be much more polished, and it has to be this, and it has to be that, and you're not wearing nails, so you're not doing drag, you know, it's all that stuff. You know, it's a double-edged sword. It's much easier to kind of hone those skills and find the information, but there are so many other people who are able to be doing the same things as well, because they have all the access.
So how do you stand out? How do you separate yourself from the crowd?
It has to be about what your shtick is. So mine is singing soprano arias. You know, that's always been my shtick. What's the one thing that I can do that I know nobody else is doing in the same way that I am? That's it. Everybody is unique. We've all got something. So like for Thorgy, it's playing the violin. For Bob, it's stand-up. For Bianca, it's reading people. For Trixie, it's writing amazing country songs. So everybody has their own thing that they're great at. And drag is one of those incredible art forms that means that you can pull whatever it is that you're good at into it. You know, if your thing is that you're great at teaching English, I mean, I have a song in my head about teaching English right now. There you go. Get yourself on stage. Give me that. What it is that makes you special. What is the thing that, you know, when you were 7, people were going, oh, you weirdo. That's what makes you special. So take that and use it and make something amazing out of it.
That is inspiring. 21st of June, if all things go to plan, is going to be the last day of social distancing restrictions. Have you got any plans for that day specifically, or all days around it?
I'm going to get blind, drunk, fall in a gutter, lose my dignity, and hug as many people as I possibly can if I'm allowed. And if I hug, I don't mean hug.
We'll let the audience decide what you mean. I couldn't possibly even hazard a guess. Divina, once again, it's been an absolute pleasure to speak to you. I'm hoping next time we meet, we'll be in the flesh where we can hug then as well. Bye.
Bye.